Good morning. It's morning for all Americans. Most of you probably sleeping, especially on the West Coast. It's 4:15 Eastern time, and I got no audio. Typical. Try it again. Oh, audio. Go figure. Well, I was just kicking back and escaping a little bit, and listening to an old Tombstone. Oh, sorry. An old. I get the volume down. Skip the ad and go back to the beginning and pause. And it was interesting to me. I'm thinking, fucking pussy Americans. You stand for nothing. Veterans, what's up with you? Your flag is captured. How many of you got your driver's license, huh? How many of you veterans got your driver's license? How many of you veterans have been in jail for anything driving related? How many of you have been in those courts with that captured flag that stands for no nation, no constitutions, an administrative court that is just there to slave you? I'm absolutely dumbfounded. And then I think I watched, you know, you don't know. That's just stupid babble. If I tell you, you could know I said it, then you could determine, do your own due diligence or critical thinking and determine whether or not you want to believe it. My great grandparents lived through World War I and World War II. My grandparents lived through World War II. My mom was born right after. She was a young mother. When TV came out, grandma got a TV. A lot of the neighbors didn't have TV. There were only 3 channels. Grandma had a telephone too. It was a party line. We used to pick up the phone and make a phone call. Somebody else, one of the 3 neighbors are talking. You could listen in on the phone conversations if you wanted to be an eavesdropper. That's the way it was back then. And so there was 3 stations in Detroit. And they all went off at midnight. And the shows were westerns, gangsters, a lot of North films, World War I films, World War II films. Was about America and freedom and danger and times were a lot different back then. When I was growing up in the 50s and 60s and 70s, really different. And why are we in the situation that we're in today? It's because of weak men. Weak men that allow bad men to do bad things and get away with it and get away with it and on and on and on until they become so fucking powerful with this demonic God worship, enslavement on humanity, on man, on mankind, on a living soul. I like watching these old westerns. There's a lot of good history in there. I'm going to turn the speaker on. I'm going to play a real short segment. This is Tombstone territory. It's on YouTube. This episode is Guilt of a Town. Guilt of a Town. This is a short segment. Clay Hollister's the sheriff.
They just go free to rob and kill again.
Mr. Howard,
Hang on.
I'm just the sheriff, the judge and jury.
Gotta back it up.
Convicted, they just go free to rob and kill again.
Mr. Howard, I'm just the sheriff, not the judge and jury.
Nobody wants to be the jury. It's too dangerous. They're afraid of what might happen if they vote to hang one of these murderers.
Mr. Claiborne and I are working on that, too. He's wired Washington for military protection for him.
I hope we get some action.
All right. I hope we get some action here in Kalkaska. The Superior Court got military. How do I want to say this? The military showed up. Yes, the military was there. Several flyovers, gunships, 3 gunships, 1 military helicopter with a red light on it. I'm going to say that is a high-ranking high-ranking officer's bird. I gotta believe that's what it is. Then the other flyovers, they were, I would say, transport birds, and it all happened. It happened on the oh my goodness. I think it was the 29th and the 31st. And then the other one I captured. The two birds that came at night with their lights on, flying real low, directly up there, right over there, right over the treetops. And they don't fly that low without an authorization, without an order. Derek Johnson does a very good job of explaining the continuity of government, the martial law, the devolution, and reconstitution. Now, some of you people, you hear martial law and you're Americans and you're thinking about martial law for Americans. I don't see it that way. What I'm seeing is a global alliance, a global military martial law. And maybe it has galactic assistance. Time will tell. I don't know. But I know that it's pussified Americans that have got America in the situation that it's in. And the military might built by America that has been used to enslave and torture the world by these demonic God-worshiping fucks has really fucked the world. And you people got to stop worrying about a correction for you in the demonic system. Jesus help these people. They talk about God, a lot of them. They talk about Jesus. They talk about scriptures, but they can't stop this demonic God worship fuckery. Oh, I gotta have a correction. I gotta have a correction. Fuck that. Tear that God blessed damn system down. Put in the blessed system. Your system. Truth and fact. Truth and fact and law and order. Now, I have held court many times in the high court, in the highest position as one of the people. In that high court, I created the position of executive emergency manager for Michigan State because of the state of Michigan. And then I stepped into that position. I have lowered myself. I've lowered myself to the level of federal prosecutor. Federal prosecutor in the reconstituted public. That's a step down, not a step up. It means responsibility. And that's what you Americans fail at, is being responsible. You just keep going into those demonic courts with their gold fringe flag, you fucking veterans! And you policy officers, brainwashed, dumbed down. Oh, I'm telling you, people, if you don't fucking stand up and do, you won't even go and fucking talk to your mail carrier, will you, about the all caps name? You know about the all caps name. Will you talk to your mail carrier? Will you educate your mail carrier? Will you put the fear of God in him to stop putting that shit in your mailbox? Oh, that's too scary. Oh, I couldn't imagine doing that. Well, then what the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you doing listening to the gurus that just goo you? What the fuck are you even fucking whining about if you won't fucking stand? The Superior Court of the Kalkaska County needs a jury. It needs men to stand and move its location and close the demonic courts in Kalkaska Village. You people just sit around with your prophetic finger up your prophetic ass, fucking whine, buddying up with fucking bar agents. The fuck is wrong with you people? I don't know how to make this any simpler for you. You got to have some fucking balls. You got to fucking stand. You know what the problem is? It can't be any fucking simpler than what I fucking explained to you. So when the fuck are you going to do something? Besides playing British agent lover, demonic god worship supporter. Useless. Why don't you do some thinking, huh? And then maybe you'll stand.